someday you might see it. Yeah, never say die. Got to go.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Dynasty Series deck profiles. It's me, Cooper, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 1. It is Nightshroud. Nightshroud is one of the 7 Shadow Riders and is one of the coolest characters to appear in the show because they used Red Eyes Black Dragon with some new Red Eyes Black Dragon support called Red Eyes Darkness Dragon and Red Eyes Black Chick. It's such a cool card combo, and I'm so excited to get to start talking about it because you guys know that Joey Wheeler is my favorite character in the show. So here we go. In all the shows, actually. We got Red Eyes, Darkness, we got Spear Dragons, Mirage Dragons, Element Dragons, Mass Dragons, Troop Dragons, and Black Dragon's Chick is just Red Eyes Black Chick, whatever. We have some powerful spell cards to help him out, and then we have some tactical trap cards to help him out. Overall, this deck is a little bit weird, but trust me, you'll have a lot of fun with it. So, let's go ahead and dive into the attack stats. So, Red Eyes Black Dragon, solid attack, a little lower than Dark Magician, but still solid, and not too hard to summon. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, a little hard to summon, but because it gets buffed for every dragon in your graveyard, and I'm going to give you a little tip here, every single card in his deck is a dragon, this card can be an absolute monster. And because it's not too hard to summon a Red Eyes in this deck, I gotta say that this Red Eyes Darkness Dragon can literally just take games. I've done test duels and I've summoned Darkness Dragon in almost all of them. Spear Dragon is amazing for the attack stat with 1900, but you are forced into defense position, so there is that. But it does piercing, so that's cool too. We have Mirage Dragon at 1600, really freaking good. We have Element Dragon at 1500 unless you have a fire monster on the field. It doesn't have to be on your side of the field, just on the field in general. Hello, Mass Dragon. It buffs you to 2000 attack. This card has a potential of 2000 attack, and if there's a wind monster, hello Troop Dragon, hello Spear Dragon, it also can attack twice after destroying a monster. So, holy crap, that's freaking amazing. This is an interesting monster. We have Mass Dragon, which is your floater dragon, not great in attack. You have Troop Dragon, not great in attack, but it's another floater dragon. You have Red Eyes Black Chick, not great in attack, but guess what? It's for special summoning a bigger monster, so it's completely okay. Overall, this deck does have a lot of cool potential when it comes to attack. We got triple beaters, which you all know that when I see triple beaters, I give extra points. Potential of 2000, that's really good. 2400 beaters that aren't hard to summon, amazing. And possible beaters that easily go above 3000 attack, that's freaking awesome too. But a lot of this deck is up to possibilities. So, because it's up to possibilities, I cannot, in good faith, give it a crazy amount of attack stats. So, even though it feels a little cruel because this guy does run 3 beaters, I'm going to give this deck a 5 bars in attack. I know, it feels like I'm giving him a little bit less than he deserves. I don't care. It's what he's getting. So now we can dive into the defense stat, which 2000 is usable, but not what you want to use. 2000 is usable, but it doesn't even get buffs, so that's not great. 0 is terrible, 600 is terrible, 1200 is not good, 1100 is not good, 800 is terrible, and 500 is terrible. So even though they have boss monsters that can raise the average by quite a bit, overall this deck is just, there's so many zeros, so many 200s, so many terribles that I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to give Nightshroud a freaking 2 bars in defense. This is just gross when it comes to defense stat. You will not use this deck defensively, but that's okay because that's not what the deck is about. So let's go ahead and get into the speed stat. And the speed stat does matter because here we go. Special summons, Red Eyes Black Chick, triple. Troop Dragon, triple. Mass Dragon, triple. That's 9 special summons right off the bat. Then we have, let's see, anything else? What does this one do again? Discard 1 card from your hand, negate the effect of a trap card that targets 1 dragon monster and destroy it. Nope, that's not it. Alright, well, looks like that's all the speed, but floaters always get extra points in my mind, and he's got 3. Well, he's got 6 floaters, so because he's got 6 floaters, I'm going to give him extra points, especially since one of those floaters can summon the other. The speed points... Oh, you know what? This is a special summon too. I can give him a point for that. Okay, you know what? Overall, I'm going to give this deck a 5 bars in speed. It's faster than you would think, and that's pretty freaking cool. But now we need to dive into the skill stats. Burn, stall, all that fun stuff. Floaters in my book always count as stall. They actually do work out, so they get points for this. Skill wise, spear dragons all do piercing at 1900. That's a lot of skill points. You get a lot for that. Mirage Dragon, it does stop traps, but that's not what I consider skill, so don't worry. They're just cool cards that'll definitely help. Being able to attack twice, that's almost like attacking directly. I can give it a little point for that. Stamping card that if you do destroy all spells and traps, that's tactical, but not in the way we're talking about. Dragon's Gunfire 100% is a burn card. You could also use it to destroy weak defense monsters, but 100% 800 burn. That's super damage. That's basically playing Ukazi. This is his Ukazi. He runs 3. Oh, this is Super Ukazi. It's Inferno Fire Blast. And you know what this does? If you have a Red Eyes Black Dragon in your monster zone, 2400 damage will be done to your opponent, but your Red Eyes can't attack. However, you could use more than once per turn. So if you get Red Eyes and you have 3 of these in your hand, 24, 48. My brain turned off. I think it's 72. You could do 7200 burn, and one of these you win the duel. This is so much burn. This is so much piercing. It's so good when it comes to doing that. And, you know, floating for stall, that's really good. But we're not done yet. Stamping Destruction is basically MST if you have a dragon on the field, but it's not just MST. It also does 500 burn. So there's another 1000 potential burn right there. Oh, wait, we're not done. Here's a triple trap card that says that every single one of his dragons have Spear Dragon's effect of doing piercing. Imagine a Red Eyes or a Red Eyes Darkness Dragon doing piercing. Hell, even Element Dragon and Mirage Dragon doing piercing would be pretty scary. So that is a lot. And then you have the Dragon Speed, which protects you from traps, which should be considered skill, but it's not. So, overall, this deck is way more skilled than you would think. You got the piercing. You got the stall. You got the freaking burn, 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 super burn, super burn, super burn, burn, burn. This is like medium burn, basic burn, super burn. And all that piercing is super great. Like, this is a very tactical deck. This is a very skill-based deck. This is a skill-based deck. It's really good. And honestly, you're going to need it to win the tournament. So, because this deck has so much skill behind it, I'm going to give it a 7 bars in skill. Nightshroud is way more skilled than you would think. They got good attack. They got bad defense. They got good speed. And they got amazing skill. But when it comes to the brick stat, that's where we need to talk. Bricks. 5 bricks. Yes, they're not too hard to summon, but they still get it. 5 bricks. Not bricky at all. In fact, it's anti-brick right here. This one is kind of bricky, but I guess it's not bricky. It's kind of bricky. This one's kind of bricky. If these count as bricky, then that's kind of bricky. This is not bricky because you run dragons. This is gonna be bricky. This is bricky. Red Eyes specifically has to be on the field. Not Darkness, not any of these other ones. Red Eyes. So this is bricky for sure. Not bricky, not bricky, not bricky. These don't count as bricky because you could definitely work that out. But there's a lot of brick in this deck. In fact, there's too much brick in this deck. This deck, when I've played it, I've lost so many duels due to brick. When I pull off the combo, I dominate my opponents. I beat them within like 5 to 6 turns. It's not even a joke. This deck can win so quickly. But when I don't dominate my opponents, I get dominated because I drew some Red Eyes mixed with some Inferno Fire Blast mixed with some Dragon's Gunfire Stampedes, and all this doesn't work because I can't summon a goddamn monster. It actually happens way too often. Plus, these traps are not useful unless you have monsters on the field. So yeah, literally, you got to get your floaters early. It's kind of a necessity. But getting the floaters is not too bad. I've had plenty of duels where I've won. However, the brick stat is going to get hit hard. Honestly, I would have given him a 2 brick, but I'm not, because he has floaters that kind of protects him. This deck is going to receive 3 bars in brick. It is very brickable. It is a brick house almost. It's actually a problem. I have had a lot of trouble using this deck. I've had many drop duels just because of stupid hands, which you're bound to get with this kind of a deck. So Nightshroud, you are an interesting case because your stats are not that bad. We can ignore defense, but we can't ignore brick. The rest of your stats are godlike, but we can't ignore brick. This is a problem. So, Nightshroud, I still consider you a tournament winner. Having floaters gives you easy bonus points. Having so much different ways to win a duel gives you easy bonus points. Having a red eyes makes me love you more, gives you a bonus point. So overall, I'm going to give Nightshroud 3-star potential. He can win this tournament, and it is possible, but that brick stat's going to hold you back. Whoever's playing with this deck, you need to keep your options safe. Luckily, there's not that much monster destruction in the series, but you need to keep your monsters safe, because if they go away, you might brick. So, that's going to be it, everybody. I want to thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying this series, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.